Good morning. Happy Friday. Pam Wandry here with Columbine Mortgage, and this is your weekend watch. This week, no big economic headlines or news coming out, so rates weren't impacted by any of that. However, there was a news article that was released this week by Wall Street Journal saying that interest rates had dipped below 6%. Of course, if you've been following our weekend watch, you know that our benchmark has been below that or at that basically since the new year, so really not new news for us. But however, that is a huge attention grabber, and it did create quite a bit of activity in housing industry, as you can imagine. Anytime we get a psychological shift in information like that, there's going to be renewed interest. And so we did see that in the market. Here in the Denver metro area, we saw another increase to inventory. We're topping out over 8,500 homes on the market right now. Over 1,000 homes went under contract this past week. So definitely some buyer activity going on out there. Here at Columbine Mortgage, we saw that we had 100% of our offers accepted. Only one had seller concessions. The majority of them were at list price. And of course, this was very price range subject to price range. Like when we saw the lower price points, there was a lot more competition. Above the 1 million or luxury market area, less competition, more price pressure there. And so really it's price point dependent for what you're going to experience when you go out to make offers. One of the things we talk about when you're getting pre-qualified, there's three things we look at: income, assets, and credit. So we kind of bop through each of those. But when it comes to the funds to close, that can be a hard one to pull together. And so the good news is that there is lots of things that we can look at. Obviously, we can look at your regular banking accounts, it's checking, savings, things like that, investment accounts, even our retirement accounts that have been vested. You can usually draw from those. You can take a loan from your 401k against yourself and use those funds for a down payment. The good news is there's lots of options. There's, for those who qualify, down payment assistance programs or second liens, silent second liens that can be put on to help add to those funds needed for both closing costs and down payment. Obviously, the strategy is very important. That's why it's super important to talk to your lender. So give me a call. I'm happy to kind of look at those and come up with the best strategy and options for you when it comes to finding funds to be able to make sure you have enough to make that down payment and closing costs and have a comfortable payment that would be the right fit for you moving forward. If you're headed out this weekend, don't hesitate to give me a call. I'm around. I'm happy to help, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.